say does that start?
So, Tim, what stands out about both of these rosters is all of the talent coming off the bench.
Well, both benches utilize their reserves, and they go deep into that roster. A lot of production coming off the bench. And now it's going to be interesting to see, as they go at it, which bench unit is able to give their team the advantage.
And to have the right mentality coming off that bench, I mean, you got to be ready to go.
And I think the key is versatility. You've got to be able to check multiple boxes when you come off that bench for a good team.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Curry outside. It's hauled in by George. Here's Philadelphia. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I wondered what coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Moody. Pass to Santos. Butler feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over George. And it's Butler missing.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Good. Curry's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here's George. Pass to Embiid. The Warriors pull it in. To the middle. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Green.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
Curry can't get it to go.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's George. He takes it in. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Golden State moving it around. Here's Butler. And another basket for Golden State.
And Butler probing the D and getting right where he wanted.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. Over Butler. And George gets it to go. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. The kick outside to Butler. It's good from long range. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Shot IQ has always been a strength for Butler. He's not one to force up a bad shot.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And, Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Watford with it. It's Grimes on the wing. He's defended by Pajemski. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's Pajemski. Pass to Melton. Back to Pajemski. It's up a 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Now Watford. Grimes passes to Watford. Going inside. Grimes with the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now, here's Melton. He has yet to score.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Grimes. Screen by Watford, and he drives in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. And they call the foul, so and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Second team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review and
Shooting one.
The ruling on the floor stands.
getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Edwards. Quentin Grimes out there. With Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the 4 slot. Here's Watford. No scoring in this one. Embiid with a screen on Butler. High post, Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Podziemski finds Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Butler. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Philadelphia leading by 3. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Embiid. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Third passes to Embiid. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They trail by 1. Golden State moving it around. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 7.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
It's Grimes on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Inside and stolen by Horford. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Grimes. Melton's shot is good.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the 76ers will go for a different. Look here. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Edgecombe. George with the screen on Butler. Here's Edgecombe. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Green. Excellent D there from George. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
It doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Pass to Santos. Down low, here's Porzingis. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Here's George. Takes it inside, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. GA here about 3 levels scored. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5'2" player in baseball. It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The three. It's hauled in by Paul George. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
That's to Porzingis. Now, here's Moody. Outside, Green. Porzingis with a screen on George. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Baseline try, and that one drops for him. And now it's a three-point Philadelphia lead.
How about the quickness there from George, pulling up before the defense can get set.
Moody with it, picked up by Edgecombe. Here's Santos. Still scoreless. Curry outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maxey on the wing. George sets a screen for Maxey. Fires the three. That shot no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by terrific stuff. Allie, thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Stephen Curry's out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
Back to Maxey. No good on the 3. The Warriors trailing. Here's Moody.
Oh, that was amazing! Oh, my goodness!
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Maxey. The Warriors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And it's Butler with the jam.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Maxey with the screen on Butler. Butler against George. To the paint. Maxey. Outside for George. It's good from the top of the key. George has got 10.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Butler finds Curry. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 10.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
George passes to Maxey. Count it, good.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Here's Santos, covered by Oubre. And here is Curry. He's got 10. Rocket 6. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Maxey with the screen on Green. And George, here we go. Back to Maxey. Lets it go with a three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
A Hail Mary for some, but Maxey makes the long shot look easy.
Back to Curry. Shoots the three. Another miss by Curry.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his third foul so far. Porzingis is checked in for Moses Moody. To halt the run. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Pass to Grimes. Maxey with the screen on Butler. It's Edwards on the wing. Curry against Maxey. Butler kicks to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. This one for three. Curry can't get it to go. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 2-point game. Out to Edwards. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Santos, the pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Lets it go from deep. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Grimes with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And Green slams it in.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Barlow. Shot clock at 3. And the 3 off target. Here's Santos. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. Don't go anywhere. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Watford out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Jabari Walker. Then there's Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Porzingis with the steal. Into the lane. Tries again. Melton, no good.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Watford with it. Embiid with the screen on Melton. Jacks up a 3 from way outside. Joel Embiid.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Here's Butler. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Some changes for Golden State. Peyton, he's checked in for Horford. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And then for Philadelphia, Axie's checked in for Jabari Walker. And it's Lowry in for Trendon Watford. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Thank you once again, Allie. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Embiid. It's the target from 18 feet.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Curry against Howard. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here.
Substitution for your Warriors.
Here's Santos. Out to the right wing. Green with a screen on Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Curry with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
The 76ers trail. Outside, Maxey. They set the screen. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Embiid with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Maxey with the screen on Green. Embiid inside. Curry meets him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here's Santos, covered by Oubre. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 5th foul. Here's Santos, guarded by Embiid.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
George, there's the drive.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Curry misses the 3.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
And there's the 3. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Moody. Maxey, the response triple, answers back.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Curry against Maxey.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Butler against George. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurt.
Warriors are gone. 4:10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Shoots the three. Three. Good.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Maxey against Kerr. Now Edgecombe. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey, and he banks the layup in.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Curry on the drive.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Here's George. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Oubre. Embiid, it's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Many ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle.
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.